So the way forward for us this year was to try and get a portable AC into play that would allow us to cool downstairs areas and upstairs areas.
And as a chronic hay fever sufferer, I've also appreciated the fact that it comes with an air filter in it. So we all know that the weather is getting more and more crazy every year, and boy oh boy did that prove the case last summer when we were in the UK and we started to hit temperatures of nearly 40 Celsius, which is just insane. I've got to say that we've lived in hot countries before, so I have no problem with the heat, but the difference is that those hot countries normally come with built-in air conditioning in your homes. So that is a complete game changer. When you're in the UK and the only thing you can do is open the window and have like 37 degrees hot wind coming into your bedroom at nighttime, it is very unpleasant. And trying to get any sleep that week was just impossible. So I said to Mars, I think we need to find a solution for this year.
We tried to use fans to actually cool ourselves down, and fans just don't work. All fans do is they move that hot air around, and they don't actually help us cool down in any way. So the way forward for us this year was to try and get a portable AC into play that would allow us to cool downstairs areas and upstairs areas, depending on where we needed that cooling to happen. So an Electric reached out to us and said, do you guys want to review a portable AC unit of ours? We said, yes, please.
But with the caveat that, as with all of our product reviews, it is honest, it's our honest opinion. If we don't like it, we're going to tell you it wasn't for us. But I have to say, this air conditioning was a little bit of a surprise for me.
So every home is different and certain areas get hotter than others. In our case, we've got this garden room that we're actually sitting in now. It is a heat trap. It's fantastic in November and December when it's freezing outside and you want a little bit of heat. But come July, when it's blazingly hot outside, this room gets incredibly hot. In fact, when it was 30 degrees outside last year, this room gets to over 40 degrees. And that heat moves through the house and it makes everything super, super hot.
Yeah, so the solar gain in this room actually kind of turns into solar hell come the summer.
So already this summer, we've had times when the temperatures have hit almost 30 degrees and this room has far exceeded the 30 degrees centigrade mark, making it quite uncomfortable to actually be in. So we figured we're going to put the AC unit in here to try and chill this room so that the rest of the house remains a lot cooler. So because this is a portable AC unit, it gives you the flexibility of actually positioning it in your house where you want it to be. But it is an AC unit, and AC units create cold air which it blows out the one side and it actually pushes out hot air out the other end. So if you want to avoid the hot air blowing into your room, you need to connect a pipe to the back of the unit. You can then feed that out a window and that basically expels the hot air outside the house.
The only portable AC unit that I personally had ever seen was a relative of ours that had one, and it was humongous. This thing must have been about maybe 6 foot tall and about 1 foot wide. It was on wheels, thankfully, but it was almost the same size as Mars. So when he told me he was going to be getting a portable AC unit, I was kind of like, okay, how big is this going to be and where is it going to go? So thankfully, when this electric one turned up, I was really pleased. It is just a great compact size. It doesn't, I think it comes up to about my knee height. So it's really, really kind of short. It can kind of go right next to the sofa, right next to a coffee table. It's not really in your face. It's white, which I really like. And the wheels work really beautifully on it. So you can just slide it around wherever you want and it just smoothly rolls around into position. And it comes with some really great features like silent operation, 3 operating modes, timer function, remote control, and air filtration.
So in terms of modes, it's got the fan, it's got the AC, and it's also got a dehumidifier, which could be quite handy if you have got, for example, a cellar that's getting a bit damp and you want to get rid of some of that humidity, you can use that function. In terms of running costs, when we set the AC unit to run at about 19 degrees centigrade, it was consuming about 800 watts of electricity per hour. We've got quite a large solar PV array on our roof, which means that at any point in time, because it's hot outside, the chances are it's sunny, all of that AC consumption was being taken care of by our solar PV. Electric also have different models for different sized rooms. So we went with a 28 square meter model because it was ideal for the garden room that we're in, and the other areas that we're going to want to cool are more or less the same size. Using our garden room as an example, we found that if we put the AC unit on much later in the afternoon when it was really, really hot in here, it took the AC a long time to try and pull that temperature back. The more optimal way of doing it is to either set the timer to come down earlier, even when it's not very hot inside, turn the AC on, and it just maintains the temperature throughout the day a lot more comfortably without having to work that much harder.
So to set those timers up, you can easily set a schedule, and that can be done through your smartphone, through their app, and that can be done either through Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant. And as a chronic hay fever sufferer, I've also appreciated the fact that it comes with an air filter in it, so that's really awesome. And that's able to just remove the pollen and dust and any impurities in the air.
Yeah, and the pre-filter is washable, and the filter itself, you can actually just hoover out if it clogs up. For those homeowners that don't have an app or a smartphone or don't actually want to hook it up to the internet, you can just use the touch panel on top. It allows you to set everything there. So you can change the fan speeds, you can change the modes, you can change the temperatures just by pushing those buttons.
So not only is it an air conditioner, a fan, and a dehumidifier, but it also has a heat pump function.
Which we're not going to be using at this time of year because that would be insane.
But 6 months from now, maybe.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be putting it to the test. And it just makes sense that they've actually done this because we've had a heat pump for a long time now. And we all know that ACs are heat pumps are ACs. It's just basically the way that they work. They just reverse the system. So it just makes perfect sense that they've got this little portable unit that works as an AC that you can then use in the winter to push into a different room to try and heat. And it also gives you a lot of flexibility. In our case, our studio doesn't have any heating in it. It's just impractical for us to get heating in there. So if we do want to get in there and put in quite a cheap source of heating in there, we'll definitely be utilizing our little portable AC/heat pump in there.
So I think overall we've been really impressed with it. It's well built, it looks aesthetically pleasing, it's a good size, it really is portable, and the fact that it offers you so many different functions and features I think is really good.
So if you're looking for a portable AC unit, this one from ElectriQ is definitely one worth considering, and we will be doing an update in the winter when we actually start using the heat pump function. We hope that you have found this video useful and interesting. If you did, as always, please give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button below, and we'll see you in our next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.